Hello, I'm Dave Branson with FieldTRAKS Solutions. In this screencast, I will be demonstrating how to digitize and edit geographic features with the FieldTRAKS Web Application. The three most common ways to capture geographic data such as field boundaries and sample locations in FieldTRAKS are using a GPS-enabled handheld or portable computer using either our mobile or web application, uploading existing GIS shapefiles using our Data Mapper application, and thirdly, interactively digitizing features in our web application using our high-resolution satellite imagery as background. The steps for adding any geographic object, whether it is a field or a sample location or anything else, are very similar. In the web application, you first need to use the map navigation tools to find the location you are interested in, and then zoom to a scale that would allow you to clearly see the feature details on the background imagery. In the top menu, under the Selection tab, you select Add Object and then select the type of feature you wish to digitize. This will open a dialog box where you can enter descriptive attributes about the object and launch the digitizing tools. The attributes will vary based on the type of feature you are adding. However, all features must have an object name which will identify them. Digitizing a point, such as a sample location, only requires that you click on the map where the feature is located. To capture a polygon feature such as a field, you use the left mouse button to collect coordinates, and to finish the shape you hold the Control key as you digitize the last coordinate. After you've digitized a feature, you can go back and edit the shape, and you can also digitize complex shapes that include multi-polygons or polygons with inner islands. For the demonstration, I'll show how to add and edit simple and complex fields. I'll start by demonstrating some of the navigation controls for the map window. In the lower left, we've got a toolbar that has some of the navigation controls on it. The selection control here, pan, a zoom to rectangle, zoom in and out, and this one right here is for refreshing the imagery. As you zoom in and out, you'll notice the imagery doesn't change until you actually request it. So if I zoom in here, see it becomes quite blurry, but as soon as I request a new image tile, it goes to the various servers and gets the best available image resolution for the map window scale. On the right hand side, we've got some controls for which images we want to have. One of the things in FieldTRAKS is we can show any number of image layers over top of each other. So over here we have a slider control to look at the transparency between the road mapping and the background satellite imagery. For clients in Ontario, we have a premium high-resolution orthophoto catalog, which allows people to look at an alternative data source. So over here, as we zoom in, we can see the imagery changing because it's a different data set. This is useful for some areas where the satellite imagery is fairly coarse. If I want to add a new field, I use the navigation controls to zoom in on an area that I'm going to be digitizing. I click the refresh button to get new imagery. And then I go up to the selection menu and click Add Object. Select what type of object I'm going to add. In this case, it's going to be a field. And all objects have to have a name. So give it a name. We'll just call this one Field 1. After you've added a field name, click to start digitizing the feature coordinates. This box up here gives you the instructions on how to digitize a polygon. I'll just close that for now. And I can still zoom in, get more imagery, and when I'm ready, I just start clicking with my left mouse button. So I'll click here and here, over in the other corner. And to finish the polygon, I hold down the Control key and click the coordinate with my left mouse button to close the polygon. Everything's being captured. I hit OK, and now that field is in my list of fields over here that's ready to be worked on. Now if that field needs editing, for instance I didn't capture all of the coordinates that I wanted to, I just simply click on the field, and in my editing controls I have some controls here for adding and deleting vertices. So I could go in here and add another point and drag that point to wherever it's needed. Once I have the points in that I need, I click the checkbox to accept the changes, and that commits it back to the database. If I need to create a field that consists of multiple polygon units or polygons with islands in the middle of them, the process is the same, except I use the Shift key to move from polygon to polygon. Okay, so we'll start this again by going up and selecting the farm, and then going in, adding another field object, and this will be field 2, and click to start adding the shape. This time I continue to collect vertices by left clicking with my mouse, but when I get to closing the first polygon, I hold down the Shift key and click. And then to start the subsequent polygon, I just continue clicking with my left mouse button. To close that polygon and close the field, I hold down the Control key and select the last vertice. Brings me back to the dialog screen. I select OK, and this time when I go back to the Object Manager, I see I've got two fields in the Object Manager. There's field 1 and field 2, and this time field 2 consists of 2 polygon units. If I want to capture a field that has an inner island, it's the same process. Back at the farm level, I go back up to the selection, add another field, and call this one field 3. Click to start digitizing the field, and again with the left mouse button, start digitizing the vertices for the field. When I get to the final vertice for the outer ring, hold down the Shift key, and then go on the inside of the field and start digitizing the island. To end the island and to close the polygon, hold down the Control key as I collect my last point and select OK. This time when I go back over to the Object Manager, I see I've got field 2 and field 3, and field 3 has an island this time. That concludes the demonstration on how to do the digitizing. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to call or email us at info@fieldtraks.ca. Thank you.